Good morning, students. Welcome to Others Educational Institutions. It's my pleasure welcome you all to the online class. So, in the last class we discussed the fundamental units. So, today we discuss two topics. One is the rules and conventions for writing SI units and their symbols, and next one is the vernier caliper. So, first one, rules and conventions for writing SI units and their symbols. The first point, the units named after scientists are not written with a capital initial letter. Examples, Newton, Henry, Ampere, and Watt. So, first, once again, I repeat, a unit names after scientists are not written with a capital initial letter. First letter, you should not write a capital letters. So first letters you should start a small letters. Newton for N, and then Henry for H, and Ampere for A, and then Watt for W. So we should start a small letter for a name. And the next one, the symbols of the units named after scientists should be written by the initial capital letter. That means the initial letter only. If you should single letter symbols, that means the symbols should write a capital letter. Examples, Newton for N, and then Henry for H, and then Ampere for A, and A for Ampere, and then Watt for that means the W for Watt. So N for Newton, and then H for Henry, A for Ampere, and W for Watt. So and the third one, the small letters are used as symbols for units not derived from a proper noun. So that means small letters are used as symbols, units not derived from a proper noun. So that means examples for M for meter, and then kilogram for kg for kilogram. So should not proper a noun. So we should not follow a proper noun. That means a meter for first letter, you should follow a first letter. That means a small letter, meter for M, and then kilogram for kg. And no full stop or other punctuations marks should be used within or at the end of the symbols. So at the end of the symbols, that means the units, you should not full stop or punctuation, that means a comma and semicolon, whatever, you should not put a full stop or punctuations. The symbols of the units are not expressed in plural forms. Examples, 10 kilogram are not as a 10 kgs. The symbols is not a form, a plural form. That means, for examples, in English we follow the plural forms. So she, he's are expressed as the standings, the persons. That means that we follow the plural forms. But here the symbols, you should not follow the plural forms. That means they express in a plural forms. So the symbols of the units are not expressed in plural forms. So if it is 100 kg, if you 100 kg, that means kg is not a kgs, kgs. You should write only for kilogram. You should not express in plural forms. And when temperature is expressed in Kelvin, the degree sign is omitted. Examples, 283 Kelvin, that means K, not as a 283 degree Kelvin. So the temperature of Kelvin should write only for K. You should not write in a sign, that means a degree signs. And if it is expressed in Celsius scale and degree, sign should be included. For examples, 100 degrees Celsius, not as 100 C, and then 108 degree Fahrenheit, not as a 108 F. That means F means for Fahrenheit and C for Celsius. So, and the next one, uses solidus, it means a slash, is recommended for indicating a divisions of what unit symbol by another unit symbol. Not more than one solidus is used. So if you only use it as a one, you should not use it many more solidus. So that means kg. M meter per seconds or M by S. We should follow the M by S. So you should write a m by s. Examples for meter per science, you should write m by s. For examples, joule per Kelvin per mole, you should be write joule, that means k power minus, that means Kelvin, and then mole. So you should follow k j Kelvin moles, that means joule per Kelvin moles. The number of units should be separated by a space. Examples 15 kilogram meter per seconds, not as a 15. You should given a space from the numerical values. After that in between the numerical value and then units. So the number and units should be separated by a space. The 15, that means the 15 gives it between the numerical and then units, it between gives some spaces. So 15 kilogram meter per seconds, not as a 15. That means it should not given any spaces are there. So this is not correct. And this one is the correct. And this one is the correct. This is not incorrect. And the next one, accepted symbols alone should be used. So ampere, example, ampere should not be written as amp or as well as, and seconds should not be written as a sec. SC, that means SEC, seconds. So you should be write S or as well as A, ampere, or you should write a full form of ampere, or as well as you should write a symbol of A. But it does not. So that means accepted. It is not an accepted symbols. This is not an accepted symbols of ampere and then seconds. This is not an accepted symbols. You should write A as well as seconds. Yes, that means yes. You should write A as well as yes. Or else if you write full form of ampere or seconds. The numerical values of physical quantities should be written in scientific form. So in a physics manner, you should follow the numerical values. That means scientific. That means if you follow the engineering physics, if you know the engineering physics, you should write a exponential form. You should write a exponential form of values are there. So the density of the mercury should be written as a 1.36 into 10 to the power of 4. This one is the exponential form. 1.36 you should write. It's not as a 136. That means 13,600 kilogram per meter cube. So you should not write this type of values in a physics. That means engineering physics or physics or engineering, you should follow the exponential forms. So that means 1.36 into 10 to the power of. Now we see the vernier caliper. So in our daily life, we use meter scales for measuring lengths. They are calibrated in centimeter and millimeter. The smallest length which can be measured by meter scale is called least count. Usually the least count of a scale is 1 millimeter. We can measure the length of the objects up to 1 millimeter accuracy with the scale. By using the vernier caliper, we can have an accuracy of 0.1 millimeter. That means 0.1 millimeter. So the vernier caliper consists of a thin, long steel scale graduated in centimeter and millimeter called main scale. To the left and end of the main scale, an upper and lower jaws are fixed perpendicular to the bar. These are named as a fixed jaws. This means that these are the named as a fixed jaws. To the right of the fixed jaws, a slider with an upper and lower movable jaws is fixed. The slider can move or fix it to any positions using a screw. The vernier scale is marked on the slider and it's moved along with the movable jaws and the slider. The lower jaws are used to measure the external dimensions of the upper jaws are used to measure the internal dimensions of the objects. The thin bar attached to the right side of the vernier scale is used to measure the depth of hollow objects. So, if this one is the digital vernier scales. So, this one is the upper jaws and then lower jaws. And this one is the upper jaws and this one is the lower jaws. And usages of vernier caliper. So the first step is using the vernier caliper is to find out is least count, range and zero error. So first one, least count. The least count of the instrument, that means LC, that means LC means for least count, is equal to value of one smallest main scale divisions divided by total number of vernier scale divisions. That means the main scale divisions will be in centimeter, further divided into millimeter. The value of the smallest main scale division is 1 millimeter. The value of the smallest main scale division is 1 millimeter. In the vernier scale, there will be a 10 divisions are there. So the least count, that means least count is equal to 1 millimeter is equal to 10 divisions divided by 10. That means 0.1 millimeter is equal to 0.01 centimeter. And next one. And next topic, zero error. Unscrew the slider and move it to the left such that both of the jaws touches each other. That means the upper jaw and the lower jaw. Check whether the zero marking of the scale, main scale, coincides with that of the zero of the vernier scale. If they coincide, then there is no zero error. If they do not coincide with each other, the instrument is set to possess zero error. The zero error may be positive or negative. If the zero of a vernier is shifted to the right of the main scale, is called as positive error. On the other hand, if the zero of the vernier is shifted to the left of the zero main scale, that means the zero of the main scale, then the error is called as negative error. And the next one, positive zero error. Show this figure. This means a zero coincides, that means the main scale and then vernier scale. If it coincides, the 5 is the coincides with the main scale. So the positive error, this means a positive error, positive zero error. From the figure, you can see that zero of the vernier scale is shifted to the right of the zero of the main scale. In this case, the reading will be more than the actual reading. Hence, this error should be corrected. In order to correct this error, find out which vernier divisions is coinciding with any of the main scale divisions. Here, fifth vernier divisions is coinciding with a main scale divisions. So, positive zero error is equal to plus 5 into least count. So, the least count means for 0.01 centimeter. So, 0.5 into 0.01 is equal to 0.05 centimeter, and the zero correction is negative. Hence, zero correction is minus 0.05 centimeter. Now, we discuss the problems in a positive zero error. Calculate the correct reading. If the main scale reading is 8 centimeter, vernier coincidence is 4 and positive zero error is 0.05 centimeter. So what is the formula? The correct reading is equal to main scale reading in plus vernier coincidence, that means vernier coincidence into least count, as well as plus or minus zero corrections. So here main scale reading, that means main scale MSR is equal to 8 centimeter and vernier scale coincidence 4 into least count, that means 0.01 centimeter. and here they give the positive zero error is 0.05 centimeter. That means positive, so zero correction is minus 0.05 centimeter. So if you multiple with least count, vernier coincidence into least count, that means 8 is 8 plus 0.04 minus 0.05. So that means 0.04 minus 0.05, if you get, the answer is 0. Minus 0.01, 8 minus 0.01, so is equal to 7.99 centimeter. So then negative zero error. Now look at the picture. You can see that the zero of the vernier scale is shifted to the left of the zero of the main scale. So the obtained reading will be less than the actual reading. To correct this error, we should first find which vernier division is coinciding with any of the main scale divisions. As we found in the previous case, in this case, you can see that sixth line is coinciding. To find the negative error, we can count backward from 10. Here, the fourth line is coinciding. Therefore, negative zero error is equal to minus 4 into least count. That means minus 4 into 0.01 equal to minus 0.04 centimeter. Then zero correction is positive, hence zero correction is equal to plus 0.04 centimeter. We can use the vernier scale to find the different dimensions of the familiar object. If the length or width and height of the object can be measured, volume can be calculated. Volume also can be calculated. So second problem, the main scale reading is 8 centimeter and then vernier coincidence is 4 and negative zero error is 0.02 centimeter. Then calculate the correct reading. The correct reading is equal to MSR, that means main scale reading, plus vernier coincidence into least count into plus or minus, that means plus or minus zero corrections. So main scale reading, that means MSR, main scale reading is equal to 8 centimeter and vernier coincidence is 4 and least count is equal to 0.01 centimeter and zero correction is 0.02. So this one is a negative error, so zero correction is positive, so 0.02. So if you multiple with 0.4 into 0.01, the answer is 0.04 plus 0.02. So the answer is 8.06 centimeter. And now next topic, digital vernier caliper. We are living in a digital world and the digital version of the vernier calipers are available in nowadays. The digital vernier caliper has a digital display on the slider, are you shown in the figures. So already here, if I show the figures, so the value it will be appears in a digital manner, which calculated and displays the measured value. This user need not manually calculate the least count, zero error, etc. Thank you, students. So next class we discuss the next topic. Thank you.